And ultimately, this product does kind of veer towards kids a lot of the time. Although not in your main event, holy shit, put the kids away because Shayna Baszler is hungry. My God. First of all, it's International Women's Day, and that's not the only reason why this should have been the main event, because let's be honest, this was the biggest marquee match of the show, other than the Tag Team Chamber match, which in retrospective could have main evented Wrestlemania. It was so fucking good. But, my lord. Oh my God. Like, everybody knows that I love Shayna Baszler. I think she is by far and away the best women's heel they've had. It's getting close to almost all time. I really believe that, and people are going to think, oh, you're just living in the moment. But come on, think about all the great women's heels they've had. There actually isn't that many want to think about it, at least not until the inception of NXT. And Shayna Baszler is by far and away the best of those. I think she's by far and away the best women's heel of all time. I really do. And this was Exhibit A. So this is a interesting. Can I just say, I thought this Elimination Chamber was great. I've seen a lot of people saying it was short. It was there are problems in it, which I'll get into. But I thought the storytelling aspect from this match was fantastic. I'm a bit disappointed that Kairi Sane wasn't in this match. I didn't think that the entire Riot Squad needed to be in this match. It told a good story, and these women worked hard to try and get the story over of, oh, look at the Riot Squad just completely capitulate. They've already ran out of ideas for Liv Morgan, you can tell that. But she was in this match. I love Liv Morgan. I do. She's beautiful. She's intriguing. A little bit sassy. Like the fact that she's growing up and she's this kind of, just advanced her gimmick a little bit more edgy, bit more, I don't know, emo or gothic, however you want to look at it. But I don't think she should have been in this match. I don't think she's a credible threat to most of these women. And obviously you've got to build her up, and that's fine. So I don't have a problem with her being in this match. I just think when you've got Kairi Sane on your roster, Kairi Sane had to be in this match. I think it would have been a really good piece of storytelling to have her and Asuka left with Shayna Baszler. Baszler kills the others, and then she's left with these two. But what we got was pretty fucking terrifying, actually. I found Shayna Baszler. I love Shayna Baszler. I think she's incredible. I think she's money. I think she should be on every marquee. I think she's fucking wonderful. I think her versus Ronda Rousey is a marquee main event like no other. I think from a crossover standpoint, it brings in so many MMAs and casual fans. I think it's just fucking money waiting to happen. It's a money machine. That's a license to print money. Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. Make it fucking happen. Not this Mania, next year's Mania. Have Shayna Baszler undefeated. Because Shayna Baszler won this match. That's not a surprise. She should have won this match. She was easily the most intriguing character other than Asuka, who, by the way, is fucking incredible. I'm in love with her. She's amazing. She is, I've said, right, Shayna Baszler is the best women's heel. Asuka is the best women's wrestler. And that means money in itself. I want Asuka versus Shayna Baszler. I want 12 out of 13 falls, and I want it now. Now! Money! That's my dream match, is in the women's division at least. My dream match in the men's, one of them was Drew Gulak versus Daniel Bryan. You don't have to at me because I got it, so go fuck yourselves. It was fucking amazing. And that started the show. This ended the show with another dream rivalry of mine. I was really spoilt in this pay-per-view. Shayna Baszler destroyed everybody. She did. And in between that, the women actually, I thought, delivered. So Natalya, by the way, one of the worst promos I've seen. For my money, terrible fucking promo, but a top quality wrestler. And I tell you what, every time I think, oh, piss off, Natty, I hate your promos, she'll go out there and deliver a wonderful performance. And she did in this match again. She was the glue once again. She always is the glue in these matches because she is the ring general. And her technical ability and her wonderful in-ring style is what really saves her. And also, she's part of the Hart family, and obviously Bret Hart is my favourite wrestler of all time, so I have to I'm obligated to love her, but she makes it very easy with what she does in-ring. And she took a hell of a fucking shit kicking from the other women to help this match get along. Can I just say, Sarah Logan, people are going to forget the Riot Squad. And I understand that. Ruby Riott and Natalya started this match and kicked fucking 10 bells of shit out of each other. My God. They were knocking lumps out of it. I was bloody impressed. Sarah Logan gets into this match. That fucking drop kick, by the way, to when she gave her the double knee drop kick into the cell. Oh my God. Natalia's head just smacks into the pod. You could see Natalya just in so much pain. If she wasn't legitimately hurt, I'm astounded. And that is amazing acting because my God, that was fucking nasty. Nasty fucking spot. And it was going to get nastier because Shayna Baszler then comes out and destroys all three of them and taps them all out in vicious ways. Oh my God. When she's waiting for Liv Morgan, I was genuinely scared for Liv. I was absolutely terrified. She fucking wrecks. So, that knee that she delivers is vicious. She genuinely feels like an MMA fighter that isn't, predetermined or scripted. People say, wrestling's fake. Wrestling's predetermined, pre-scripted. It's all those things. But she makes you believe that it's not. She looked like she was legitimately trying to hurt them. She fucking kicked the shit out of them. And I was equal parts aroused, equal parts terrified, and equal parts entertained. Fucking incredible. Next level shit from Shayna Baszler. She is, without a shadow of a doubt, already one of the most exciting prospects women's wrestling has ever had. She murdered Sarah Logan. She gave her that horrible sleeper hold, the coquina clutch. Oh my God, whatever you want to call it. I think she calls it a Kirifuta clutch. Excuse my horrible pronunciation. Just a vicious sleeper hold, which looks real. Probably is half real. Wouldn't surprise me if she didn't actually pass him out. Poor old Sarah Logan just dangling there like a victim. Oh, it was evil. She passes out. She taps out and then passes out. I love that. The fact that they tap pretty quickly and then still pass out. Great. Fucking money. Keep doing that. Keep doing that shit. Great stuff. She then murders Ruby Riott. Then she waits for Liv. This was the biggest problem with this match. Was who booked this? You almost hurt Shayna Baszler's credibility. Why is she standing around for 3 or 4 minutes? I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to say, look how dominant she is. She's so dominant. She's got time to chill. Fuck off. Do that better. Because it almost took the crowd out and I felt the crowd was starting to boo a little bit and they were like, oh, fucking get on with it. Because they knew what was coming. You knew that Shayna Baszler was going to run through this. So, you know what? Just give her a clean run. And instead it was like, let's have a water break for 2 or 3 minutes. That's a fucking dumb idea. Really dumb idea. You don't want people to sit there and think about it for too long. You want them to be shell-shocked and continue to be shell-shocked and terrified by what they're seeing. Fuck's sake. It's not that hard. And instead, it seemed like an age waiting for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan comes out, tries her best to fend her off and gets murdered. Jesus Christ, smashing her into the pod again. I was like, I feared for Liv. I really did. I was genuinely scared for her. I was like, please don't kill her. She's lovely. Don't do this to her. She's such a wonderful woman. Just terrified. And then there's, again, now Asuka works her ass off inside the pod. Constantly screaming in Japanese about she's going to fuck her up. It's so good. But again, you're sitting there for what seems like an age while Shayna Baszler's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And there was a fear of it. There was definitely a build-up and an intensity, but it was just too fucking long. You only need 30 seconds to get that over. Not 2-3 minutes. It seemed to go on forever. Bad timing let down this match was the only thing that really, I have to say, that was poor about this match, was the timing. Shayna Baszler should have come out second to last. They should have had more build. What they should have done is Shayna Baszler should have come out and she should have played with them like a lion a little bit more. She should have slowly dissected them, then just gone crazy vicious. You should see it just beating the shit out of them. And then when there's about a minute left before Asuka's about to come out as the last person, have Shayna just go, right, I'm done now. Fucking snap, murder everybody, kill them all in the same way that she did, which was fucking awesome. And then stand there with about 15 seconds left, staring at Asuka, waiting for her. As Asuka screaming, I'm going to kill you, I need a piece of you. And then unleash hell, which is what they did. When Asuka came out of her pod and she stalked her way into the ring, I said on Twitter, and I still feel this way, this felt like the end game, the master final boss battle of Mortal Kombat. This felt like Shang Tsung versus Goro, mate. Oh, baby, I was ready. They just, the feeling you get when two megastars are about to collide. This reminded me of Austin versus Rock. This was so good. Two monsters ready to kick the shite out of each other, and two vicious assassins. This was like watching two of the Ultimate Samurai. Do you know what this felt like? The boss battle in Kill Bill between Lucy Liu and Uma Thurman. It was so good. You want to talk about setting a standard. The women are setting a standard. International Women's Day, yes please. You should put a pay-per-view on International Women's Day every bloody year, and it should just be people like Asuka and Shayna Baszler gnawing each other's faces off. It was so good. The collision. They just two MMA-esque combatants kicking the shite out of each other. Shayna Baszler eventually gets the upper hand and makes Asuka. I love the fact Asuka refused to tap and just passed out. That is money, that match. You're talking about the two most dominant women's champions in the history of this company. They don't come at me with shit like AJ Lee and Nikki Bella. They certainly had their place and they did wonderful things, but come on, this is next level shit. You're talking about two women who I think combined held the NXT championship for about 3 years. That's insane. Just between the two of them, each reign, if you put them together, it's like 3 years or so. It's fucking ridiculous. Utter dominance. Utter domination in every sense of wrestling, and here they are squaring off together. And it might sound a little bit like I'm fapping away like crazy about how fucking great this was, and that's because it was fucking awesome. And Shayna Baszler gets the job done, passing out Asuka, and she goes on to WrestleMania to face Becky Lynch, and spoiler alert, she should be fucking murdering Becky Lynch. She should. I'm sorry, but so Asuka had a 15-20 minute competitive match with Becky Lynch, and Shayna Baszler murdered her after a very brief and very exciting competitive run. I want to see this built, and Becky Lynch trying her hardest and using all of her mental nous to try and get away from Shayna Baszler, and ultimately Shayna Baszler murders her and taps her out and says, "That's it, I've had enough of you." No. And then I want to see Shayna Baszler completely running through that roster. Competitive but exciting matches that ultimately end with her murdering her opponent, and then we build to Ronda Rousey winning next year's Royal Rumble and going after Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania. That will be fucking incredible. I've got to say, I'm not excited about WrestleMania at all, but one thing I am excited about is the women's matches. Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch for the title is money.